Almost 8 months after a tornado tore through Pasadena and Deer Park, people and businesses are still recovering. I went to the area southeast of Houston to see how much progress has been made. This is what the Pasadena Animal Shelter looked like after the tornado on January 24th. The tornado ripping through the shelter in the middle of the day, tearing off the roof with dozens of animals and employees inside. This is how it looks now as workers finally begin repairs. The manager recalling that terrifying day.
I called up my assistant manager, said, hey, you got a tornado heading possibly heading your way. Get everybody inside. And so she says, yep, okay, and hung up. She called me back about 10-15 minutes later, and she said the tornado hit the shelter and the roof is gone. And sorry, it still gets me a little teary.
Since then, they've converted their adoption center next door into a small shelter and care for a few cats and dogs there.
Actually, I'm in an office that's made for one person, but there's 4 of us, and we have our dispatch in a closet, and we have our adoption events team and a cat staging room. So, but we're making it work.
Prior to the tornado, they could care for 200 cats and dogs. How long did they estimate that those repairs are going to go on?
So we're looking at November would be when we could get back in there.
Other areas of Pasadena still aren't cleaned up. There's nothing much left of this house on Iroquois and Kiowa. The tornado ripped through, destroying most of this home while a family was inside. And just around the corner, another family still working to make repairs so that they can move back into their home. The last time I walked into your house, I looked up and I could see the sky.
And mostly half of the house, all this had to be redone. All the walls came down. You could see straight through the house.
I spoke with Isamar Aguilar and her husband the day after the tornado. Isa was home with her kids when it hit, taking off half her roof.
It really sounded like an airplane was very, very close to us. So as soon as we felt a shake, we actually hid in this closet in here, which is the middle one because there's no windows. And thankfully, that didn't come down. My son's room is the one that completely came down.
How do you like the cabinets?
Little did they know they would spend most of 2023 living with a relative because of the extensive damage. Her cookie business also taking a big hit.
I've had to tell a lot of my loyal customers that I can't do a lot of their work. Unfortunately, a lot of my big orders, company orders, I've lost a lot of business, but they all say that they're waiting for me to come back. So I know they support me and they understand.
A long 8 months after a terrifying tornado, the family's still thankful it wasn't worse. How are your kids holding up?
I think my little one's enjoying being spoiled by somebody else, but my older son, it's hard for him. He's a teenager, he wants his own room and stuff, so he's extremely excited to come back home.
Yeah, it's been a long road of recovery for these people. The Pasadena Animal Shelter is by appointment only under these circumstances, so make sure to call before taking animals there.